Okay, guys. So once again, I would like to welcome you to a special class to you guys in Africa or UK. This is your morning time, but here in US, people are still sleeping. So it's 1:30 a.m. Central Time right now. So, but let's see what we can do. So now, the reason why we meet by 1:30 is because London market opens by 2 o'clock my time. So you know that we have three major market sessions. So London starts the market, okay? Actually, before this London, there is a particular session called Frankfurt. So that Frankfurt session usually starts 1 a.m. my time, that is Central Time. That is 2 a.m. Eastern Time. So this 1 hour, most of the times, it's just a 1 hour session, very sharp. But the London ones kick off by 2 a.m. Central Time, which is 3 a.m. Eastern Time. I hope you are not confused with this time zone. So this London session is what we are trading right now. And not all the time that you will have a trading opportunity. So, but the reason why we wake up or we try to set our system by 30 minutes before the time is for us to do the analysis. So you do the analysis, you take a look at the market, take a general look at the market and prepare, kind of have an idea of what is going on in the market. So that is what we'll be doing. So now I'm going to be sharing my screen. We just going to take a look at what is going on in the market generally. So like right now, we just going to look generally. This is 1 hour. Now, if I'm trading London session, I want to look at 1 hour because I'm going to go down to 15 minutes to actually place my trade. I'm going to go down to 15 minutes to place my trade. So right now on NASDAQ, as you can see, you can zoom out to have an idea of what is going on. So right now you can see this one. If you are trading indices, that indirectly now we have this. I would say this is uptrend on 1 hour. So indirectly, what I'll be looking forward to do on NASDAQ on 15 minutes is to look for that buy opportunity. But before this one, I will first of all go to my calendar and see, do we have any news that we are expecting? Do we have any news that we are expecting around this time? Because it's very necessary. You don't want to be placing a trade when the news is about to come out. Okay, so if you are trading, you either wait for the news to come out, you trade the news, or you trade before the news, or you trade after the news, or you just stay off the market. So if you look at this one very well right now, what we have here, today is Wednesday. So as you can see, it's very clear. So there is no news. Okay, there's no news. So that is clear right there. So we are less concerned about that. So after you look at that, then I will also take a look at what is going on at the currency strength, the general one. I will refresh the window. So once I refresh the window, okay, so this gives me an idea of what I should be expecting also. I see that CAD is up, GBP is up, AUD is up, Euro is up, USD is up. Then I see that Japanese yen is down, Swiss franc is down, NZD is down. So this gives me an idea. My number one currency I'll be looking at is CAD. JPY. And what I'll be looking forward to do here is to buy, because CAD is strong, JPY is weak. Then GBP, somebody was posting yesterday night that GBP is like it has gotten to its peak, where you cannot tell, because if you follow USD JPY, you will see what has been happening for a very long time. So GBP JPY, if you follow the currency strength, also we're still looking to buy. Okay, we're still looking to buy. AUD is not that strong, but because of what we have, we can still consider that AUD JPY. Okay, and you can just add USD JPY. So now when you look at this, so these are the top 4 currency pairs that we'll take a look at. So then you combine with others like, okay, GBP, Swiss franc, AUD, Swiss franc, or yeah, so those are the ones. So you have that at the back of your mind when you are doing your analysis. So those are the ones that your eyes will be, you will be keeping eye on, even though you are looking at the whole market. So I'm just going to write that down. So CAD, JPY, GBP, JPY, Aussie, JPY, and USD JPY. So those are the top priorities. Then, of course, we look into the GBP, Swiss franc, and the rest. So after we have that, now, if there is any forthcoming news release, let's say there's a news release coming the next 1 hour or next 2 hours, that could definitely change what we have here. But because we are not expecting any news, so hopefully this remains the way it is. So now I go back to my chart. So now let's see CAD. Let's see CAD here. Let's see what is going on there. So please, you can mute your line if you have noise background. Thank you. So this is CAD yen, as you can see, is strong up, right? Strong bullish. So I'm going to, what I did was I have a special FX sniper that I merged with Easy PC. So I put that up right there. Okay, so this will enable me to know, okay, if I'm going to be buying this pair, when to come in. So we go down to 15 minutes. So remember that we've looked at what is going on now on 1 hour. I mean, if you have more time, you can take a look at daily, but I believe 1 hour should be okay for what we want to do. So this is where we are now. So this is 15 minutes. Yeah, so this is 15 minutes. So we have that. So we'll be waiting and see what is going on. Then let's take a look at GBP. Even USD JPY. Also, you can see all of them. It's higher high, low, higher high. So the same thing, this one. I will add that to mine. So what we're going to be doing generally is, I hope we have the time to do this once a week for maybe for the next 4 weeks. So we'll use different different system, different strategy. Then you will know which one you love most and you can just adopt. So this is 1 hour. So go down to 15 minutes also. So this is 15 minutes. So we have that. Be ready for that. AUD JPY also is there. So that one, this is the 1 hour. So we can see also that that one is bullish. What we're having right here is this pullback. If you remember what I showed you guys, I showed you guys this AUD JPY. And the reason why I didn't buy this yesterday was because I saw this place. Usually, if I wanted to do it, I will actually be looking for sell and see if this wave collapse right there actually. But then if it breaks out from this area, you are also waiting for the test before you go long. So that's why I didn't buy. You remember the post I put up yesterday. So like if you look now, this is where we are. Many people would have just bought it directly. I did not because of what is happening now. So when you look at this, you see up, let's change. Yeah, you see that one, breakout, retest. So that's what we're looking forward to. So I won't be surprised now if you go back up. So if you go to be buying now, we're looking forward to be buying around up, somewhere up there. So that's what we'll be looking forward. Then our stop loss, if you are a swing trader. Now remember, what are we doing? I'm trading with prop firms. So I cannot be placing my trade on 4 hours because most of all these prop firms, they don't allow you to carry your trade over the weekend. And when you place your trade on 4 hours, it's a long-term trend. But we want to see what is going on 4 hours. We want to see what is going on 1 hour. So for prop firm traders, you want to be placing your trade on like 1 hour, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. In fact, some even scalp on 1 minute. Okay, so that you'll be able to close your trade sometimes daily. And if you place your trade on 4 hours, therefore you will be forced to close your trade by Friday. So that's why I think if I'm a swing trader, I mean, if this account is a swing trading account, I would have entered like a buy stop right there. My stop loss will be here, and I'll just be waiting for that breakout. But because the account I'm trading is a prop firm account, I want to trade it on a lower time frame. So I hope this is making sense to us. I hope this is making sense to us, guys. This is not a webinar. We are having a conversation, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go back to that account. So this is it here. So you can now see Aussie JPY. So we are right there. Then we have taken a look at, I think those 4. So we will wait for the market to start by 2 o'clock. And if we have any opportunity, we go in. If I wait for 1 hour and I don't see any opportunity, I don't force the trade. I just go back to sleep. So, especially this is the middle of the night anyway. So if you have any questions, you feel free to ask. We can discuss before the market opens. And while you are doing that, also you want to take a look at others, peers, and see what is going on. Like
quick question, sir. While you were at the other pair,
go ahead.
The JPY, I'm seeing those red phoenix at the top.
Which one? On which pair?
The ones we looked at. Almost all of them have the red phoenix.
Yes.
So why are we looking to buy with that?
Yeah, the red phoenix basically tells you that there's going to be a pullback. So, and that's why we're not buying immediately. For instance, if you look at, let's see which one. If we go over here, If you look at this card JPY, there's a red phoenix here. That is why I'm not going ahead now to just buy boom, because this is telling me that, okay, guys, where we are, we might be having a pullback. So that red phoenix right there is a warning for me. Do you understand? Because we have here, right there. So I won't be surprised if the market opens, if first of all comes back, first of all, like a pullback and possibly later go back up. But I will not be selling right now because this is a you understand what I'm saying? This is a bullish market. This is a bullish tier. So this one is telling me, okay, there's possibly we might have a pullback. So you have to wait. If you go now and look at the same pair at Tradermatic, let's see if I have Tradermatic up for that card. You can see where we are on Tradermatic. It's actually on 100% right there. So that's where I will not be buying. Right now, I will expect it to pull back, then look for opportunity. And this kind of a market is where you sometimes you can trade against the trend, but you have to know what you are doing. With that in mind, you have to go to like 5 minutes or 1 minute, because I can see this right here. Okay, I can see that, but it's not really a divergence because this one is flat here. You understand? If this is like up, if this is like up like this, and this is like this, I will expect, okay, we grow have a bearish market at that on that particular time zone. But this place here is more or less flat, even though this is telling me that, okay, we might have a pullback. Then on stochastic also, we are more or less at overbought, but I will not be selling this pair. The best bet is you can wait to have, as I said, except you want to go back to 1 minute and scalp it down. But if you are trading on 15 minutes or 5, you wait for the right opportunity, then you pull the trigger. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. So if I go down to 5 minutes now on, this is 5 minutes on Tradermatic, you can see what we also have there. So on 5 minutes now, you can now see that this is green. This is also still pointing up. And this one we have this. So when the market opens, I won't be surprised if we go up, then come back, then later start finding its way back up, something like that. And to have a clear picture of what is going on, go to daily. The daily is here. Daily on CAD also is right here. Imagine if you have entered this, that's the advantage of swing trading. If you have joined the trend right here, by now you would have been talking about over 500 pips right there. So that's advantage in swing trading. Swing trading, you enter the trade and you just ride it. You just join the trend. Okay, so let's go back to the accounts that we are using. So while you are waiting, so what I will now do, I will now change all my time. Usually I have different systems that I use. One will be on 1 hour like this, another one will be on 15 minutes. So it's easy for me to just take a look at the same time. So I'm going to change all of them now to 15 minutes. If you have any other question, you can go ahead and ask. If you have any question, you can go ahead and ask. The market is right now sleeping, So we just wait and see what's up. My guys in UK, how is the UK? You guys are at work now, getting ready to go to work.
Good morning, Apostle. Yes, we're just waking up in the UK, getting ready to go to work. But luckily, I'm at home today,
That's good.
I'm just chilling. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I bought a new not laptop, a desktop, and it helped my trading a lot because
that's
I had a lot of freezing on my laptop. I just invested a little bit in a desktop, and it helps because I can have multiple chats open without much problem. So really enjoy.
That's cool.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome. So like I have a different system monitors that I look at. So if you are a scalper now, like if you go to NASDAQ and you go on 15 minutes, you could see this. Some people could use this opportunity to quickly, scalp. I mean, that's what scalping is all about. On NASDAQ now, you could scalp it down, but as we have looked, that's okay, we are looking to buy. We don't want to be like jumping up and down, but if you look, you see, even that gold Phoenix also has shown right there on 5 minutes. So because I was looking at another monitor and I saw on 15 minutes, I saw one like this one. So some people could take advantage of that to see, okay, is this going to be a fake out? So if that is going to be a fake out, it will just be an opportunity to, but then we are not looking to do that. So these are all just what you do. And of course, have your coffee, do your meditation before the market opens, and just take a look at different peers. So you get your mind ready. Not that the market is going to open by 2 o'clock, then you now rush to your computer by 2 minutes to 2. You will not have enough time to do what we are doing right now. Does that make sense?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Ogami.
So, yeah, does it matter the pairs we want to trade at this session? Because I always make sure I trade GBP and Euro pairs. Crosses this session.
Yeah, for London session, the first set of pairs you look at, that's why if you see almost all my profile, I normally arrange them like GBP, then followed by Euro crosses. But then with what is happening with a card based on what we just look at, we cannot also ignore that. For instance, now, this GBP USD now, I can see like this one now, this is a rejection, So if you have the heart, even before the market starts, this could also be what you might be looking at. If we break like this one now, you can see that pin bar right there. So that pin bar, I won't be surprised on GBP USD if we have short opportunity. Remember, this is on 15 minutes now. So, and if that happens, where will I be looking towards to take my profit? I'll be looking forward here. But then we are waiting for the market to open. While waiting for the market to open, and that's why we are not going to be buying right now. I mean, selling right now. That's why we're not going to be selling, even though we see something like that. Yeah, we focus on GBP euro crosses, but because of what we have on our currency meter, remember this is daily trading now, then you can't ignore it. For instance, like USD JPY, you cannot ignore it. USD 6.9, JPY is 2.1. So you will not ignore that. Does that make sense, sir?
Yes, sir.
If you have any question, it's a privilege to ask a question. We will just be answering that even as we look into the market. The market looks quiet. As I said, it's not always that we see an opportunity, and if there's no opportunity, there's no need to force it. There's no need to force it, especially when a day like this that there's no forthcoming news. So I'm changing all of them to 15 minutes. Having looked at, like for instance, now you can see this one is down. I will not be looking forward to buy. So this is down on 1 hour. So it just gives you, and of course you guys remember our rules of 4 or 6. So the reason why I'm stepping down to 15 minutes is because I did my analysis on 1 hour time frame. There's no point of me doing analysis on daily if I'm going to be trading on 5 minutes or 15 minutes. If I'm a swing trading, if I'm doing swing trading, yes, I can consider daily. But because the account I'm using this is a prop firm account, I don't want to be keeping that trade for a very long time. So that's why I'm trading it on lower time frame.
Can I ask a question, Apostle?
Sure.
Yeah, just a quick one about sometimes, you have your chats open, but you might be at work. Even if you're at home, you might be doing 1 or 2 things. I mean, are there any indicators that can alert you, when market starts moving, kind of, so when it moves certain pips, you're watching it, you've got it open, maybe you've got your Tradermatic on and so on. But sometimes before you actually know that, market has moved, is already moved, and then you're sort of chasing the market. So I'm just wondering if there's anything while you're very busy, maybe at work or whatever. There's sometimes when I see that, I've been watching, a particular currency, but while you're busy, before you know it, it has already started moving, and you're just trying to chase it. So I don't know, especially for those of us that like to trade on like 5 minutes or 15 minutes time frame.
Yeah, if you are trading on 5 minutes or 15 minutes, you can set your notification on 1 hour. So for instance, if on 1 hour you set a notification that, okay, the trend is changing up, there's a way you do it that on your phone, I mean, you receive a notification on your MT phone. So, I mean, almost all my tools, you could do that. So all you have to do is go to tools, options, then under you see notifications. So the notification right there, you can set it. Now the market is opening. So the notification right there, market, that my thing is freezing right there. So when you click on the notification, you'll be able to set it. So most of the times this thing will beep. So when it beeps like that, you just know that, okay, this one is, or you can do email notification and so on and so forth. Then second, let me see what's going on there. So now it's 2 a.m. the market is opening. And of course, when you have many charts open, expect something like this, that your system sometimes will just freeze on you, because it's a lot of pairs that we have open. So sometimes if you have narrowed down to which currency you want to trade, it makes the journey easy. So like this. Okay. So let's so like right now, I see on the card JPY, I see a breakout up right there, but then I won't place that trade because of we have a Phoenix on top of it. Come on now. So this happens sometimes, doesn't matter whether, especially when the market, because of the volatility, then number two, many peers reacting at the same time. So one of the biggest investment you can make as a trader is to invest on maybe on this gaming computer. So this is card JPY on 15 minutes, but we're not going to be placing that trade. Remember what you said. We're not going to be placing that trade. We wait. And also remember that we have 3 types of breakouts. Because sometimes somebody will say, oh, so what if I miss the breakout? Well, it means it's not a trade for you. We have 3 types of breakout. We have straight breakouts, in which the market break out and just keep going and didn't give you an opportunity to trade. Then we have breakout, retest, continuation. So that one is the one you're looking for. And we have fake out. So this one, we wait to see. Remember what I said on that NASDAQ? If you have your system open, you will see what is going on because of that pin bar. Right now, you see let me go to this one. So this is what I was trying to see right here. Yeah, because of this. So, but then, like this one also, you don't want to, I've gone back to indices. You don't want to be jumping. I mean, Yoruba will say, obey, you don't want to jump. Because of this place, you have to wait right there. So this is, it can come back to this place and bounces back. Because when you zoom out, generally also, it's not. Let's see what's going on there. Like this. But then you have to wait. Let it break out this lower low here before you say you are selling. If you enter your short position right here, the market can reverse against you. Is this making sense to us? Are we learning something? This is how you do your analysis. You don't just, okay, yeah, market has started, then you just boom, 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 started to enter trade blindly. No, you have to wait. Euro NZD, so like right now, you see that one, Euro is 6.4, NZD is 2.0. I put it on 15 minutes. Some of you might use 5 minutes. Some of you, possibly you use 1 minute. But 1 minute is just too fast. Too fast for, except if you are ready to sit by your computer and just keep watching it. But if you are not ready to do that, 1 minute is and the noise is too much. The noise is too much on 1 minute, even 5 minutes. So if you are a day trader, I think 15 minutes is an ideal. You have done your analysis of 1 hour, then wait to put an order on 15 minutes. And another thing that I normally do also is I can put a pending order of 1 hour. So if I wait now for the next 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and nothing really comes out, then I will look into 1 hour and see if I could place a pending order. What that means is that pending order is I go back to 1 hour and I will just, let's say like this now, we're still waiting for now the box will not form until 15 minutes has reached. So this one, so what I mean by that is if I put pending order, I can put buy stop somewhere like that. Then my stop loss will come below here. My stop loss will come below there and I will lose the same length as my take profit. I'll just set it and the pending order and go to sleep. Sometimes I do that if the market is quiet and nothing is happening. But like here now, on 1 hour, you don't want to be buying. Even though we have that inside bar, bullish, but because of that Phoenix, we have to wait. We have to wait. It's a waiting game, which you have to endure to wait. So you see that right there? If you are a scalper on NASDAQ, by now you would have scalped some goodies because that pin bar that I showed you guys that time, it's like it's really working. Okay, so yeah, you see the line withdraw right there. So it comes to that place. So now if it breaks out from this, if you are trading NASDAQ, so if it breaks out now, you can be waiting and see if it will retest it. If it breaks out like this, you can wait to see if it will come back to retest that area. And if it give you a continuation sign, then it will be a sign for you to short that. And you might be looking that this market will get to somewhere here. That's NASDAQ, that's on 15 minutes, but you will not rush to short it. Don't close your trade until the candle has closes. I mean, you don't enter a trade until that closes. And hopefully you have all your alerts also up on the other peers. Like, remember I was setting all these times to 15 minutes before the market opens. So you make sure all of them are on 15 minutes. 1 hour is too, except if you are ready to wait till that time. Then another thing that I look out to when I'm trading using FX Sniper, any pair that I see something like this, I don't focus on it again because during Asian session, you don't want that. But during Asian session, you want it to be flat. You want the market to be very, like rectangle, the box to be rectangle. And when I say rectangle, I mean like a slide rectangle, not big one. Okay. If you have any question, you feel free to ask while we are waiting. So this is on 1 hour Aussie CHF. So we have this inside bar, but then we're supposed to be entering short. But then you have to be conscious of this also. You see, that's one thing with if you're trading with regular chart, it lets you know, hey, be careful, because you see right there what is happening. If you have entered short, you might be caught up. So you have to wait for clear direction. Trading is waiting game. You see right there. So I'm just changing all of them to 15 minutes. My people in Nigeria, how are you guys doing? How are we doing, guys?
Good morning, Apostle.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, I just want to ask, do we have any selected pairs to trade yet?
Did you join us at the beginning?
No, sir, just no question.
Okay, we've discussed some pairs. We look into the calendar, we look into the currency strength. We narrowed down that major focus will be on the CAD yen, GBP yen, Aussie JPY, and USD JPY because of what is going on with them. But then we have to wait to see a clear direction. And I also said that because we see all of that going on does not mean that there must be a trade. If there's no trade, you don't force it. You just go to sleep. But we've done all those analyses.
Okay, sir. So in other words, what we are looking at is a buying opportunity for these pairs.
Yes, we're looking for a buying opportunity for them. Yes.
Okay, sir.
We're looking for a buying opportunity, but we have to wait for a proper setup. You see that, you see why it's always good to wait for candle to close on that NASDAQ. If you have seen it, oh, this is going down and you enter short, you might be caught up like that. Do you see? It's respecting that place. Do you guys see right there? It's respecting that area. It's respecting that area. See the market? It's respecting that area. So if you have jumped and entered short, this is where you would have caught up with. And while you are doing that, make sure that your eyes is always on the pairs that you have selected. You don't want to be okay. Okay, so this is all right. So you can see that box now formed. Do you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we're 15 minutes. So because we set the candles, we set our charts on 15 minutes. That's why we see that box. So this box now represents Asian time. Okay, this box represents Asian markets. So that's why we have our box. So this is where London market now start properly for us. So we are waiting to see what is going to happen. We're waiting to see what's going to happen. If you are a scalper, yeah, it's a good opportunity for you to start scalping like indices. Now, remember what I said, this one here, do you see what is happening right there? Now, it's not also a good time for you to say, oh, I'm buying NASDAQ. I'm just switching between charts for you guys, because this candle means a lot. It's a momentum candle. So you cannot ignore that either. So you wait and see, because this can come back and still like continue downward. But what I was trying to show you guys here was, okay, you don't just always jump when you see candle like that. You see what happened? It's go back and is pulling back right there. I mean, a scalper would have possibly harvest some, but it's too much energy when you are doing that. So this is 15 minutes, so we wait for clear direction. So this is where we are putting our premier CAD yen. The reason why we are also looking at that, for some of you that just joining us, is we look here, we see that CAD is strong. JPY also is weaker, is the weakest. CAD is the strongest. And when that happens, two things also could mean. It could mean that they are ready to reverse. Okay, it could mean that this CAD is ready to reverse. It could mean that JPY is ready to reverse. So pairs like a USD CAD, you can also take a look at that. USD JPY and so on and so forth. So we are combining fundamental with technical, and that's why we are. If you are trading just based on technical, you don't need to look at all of that. This USD CAD. So as you can see, so USD CAD now, I can actually, with what I'm saying here, we can do something with this one. Because if we say CAD is strong and USD too is strong. So that's another problem. So, and that's why you can see co-switching like this. But then, if CAD is the strongest, I will expect USD CAD to go downward, actually. But taking a look at here, it's not a good pair to consider. I will be looking more. I mean, you can see CAD, this, NZD CAD, okay? Aussie CAD, AUD CAD also. So those are the things you want to consider. You see, those are the little things that you add together to place your trade. Because if CAD is strong and USD is strong, Euro is strong, all these ones, you can't trade them because it's just going to be ranging. Is this making sense to somebody at all?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we have our CAD JPY breakout right there, but we will not jump. As I said, we will not jump blindly and just say we are buying it. Even though it's breaking out, you have to wait for it, for the proper setup, because it can break out. And guys, that we are meeting like this does not necessarily mean that we must place a trade. I hope we know that. Because if there's no trading opportunity, we don't force it. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So it's breaking out right there. We wait. It can break out, come back to retest, and continue. That's what we are looking for. We're looking for breakout, retest, continuation. That's what we're looking for.
So the inside bar that is showing right there.
This one?
Yes, the inside bar right there.
Right.
What do you think about that, sir? Do you think it could be an opportunity for us to
buy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the inside bar is an opportunity to buy. Even when you look at the setup here, it's also an opportunity, but it's higher risk because of this Phoenix. That's what I'm considering. That Phoenix is just telling me, okay, we might have a pullback. And this pullback might happen right now. It might happen on the second candle, might happen on the third candle. But it's just a warning for me. So I don't want to be like chasing. Why would I be chasing that? Do you understand now? If I want to trade this, I've seen this one here. This is an inside bar. This is a pen bar. Yeah, this is also when you look also at our easy PC. We have our 100, we have our 50, we have our 10, we have our 5. So this candle touches this and bounces. So this is a very valid one also, which you can enter that buy stop there and use. But if I'm doing that, my stop loss, I won't put my stop loss here. My stop loss will have to be here. So that's looking like a too much risk for what I will be chasing. So I will prefer for this to break out like this, come back to retest this area, then enter. That will be a trade that I could place, put my stop loss, put my take profit, and go to sleep. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
But if you are scalping, by now you would have scalped, I mean, maybe some pips, like how many pips? Maybe 5, 10 pips. So if you are a scalper, by now you would have scalped, see, just 4 pips. It doesn't worth it. It doesn't work. So those are the things you look at. I mean, this Phoenix is telling you, okay, be careful. That's just what it's telling us. Even though we are looking to buy the pairs, we are really looking to buy it, but then we want to be careful of when we enter. Where we enter is the most important in this now. We know what we want to do, but then you have to wait for the right time to do it. I know it could be boring. I know it could be, and that's what many people cannot really do. And that's, remember, this is not, it's a waiting game. And if you can't do this, if you cannot do the waiting, what you can also do, change to 1 hour, as I've said, because 1 hour we make sure that, okay, you have enough room to accommodate any back and front. So you can wait for that and see where to put your pending order. But if you are trading it, or you can even go to like 15 or 5 and see what is going on there and place your order. And you guys, I believe you have your chart up also in case you see any opportunity there that you want us to take a look together. That's the essence of trading together. That's what it means.
So I'll take a look at NASDAQ again, sir.
It's still the same thing. I'm looking at it on my other system, actually. This is
about Euro JP.
So NASDAQ is still where we left it. I'm looking at it on the other. If you step down to 5 minutes on NASDAQ, yeah, you might be thinking, okay, right, should I? So like right now on 5 minutes on NASDAQ, but it's not a clear, remember, we are using a system. We're not chasing the market. We are using a system. And the system we are using is FX Sniper. We just combine it with easy PC FX, that is with the moving averages. So we have to follow what we're doing. So like right now, 15 minutes, this is what is showing me. I see NASDAQ more of actually going bearish than bullish with this setup that I'm looking at, but then want to wait for the right time. Somebody say Euro JPY. Hello?
GBP.
GBP JPY.
No, Euro GBP.
Euro GBP. This one? Is that? Hello?
So I thought you said many years ago I was watching one of your videos. So you strictly advise we don't trade
Yes, that's what.
Euro GBP because during London session.
Yeah, it's still not one of my favorite pairs, because Euro and GBP, I mean, if you even take a look at what we just analyzed right now, you will see that it's not an ideal situation to trade Euro and GBP. Why? Because Euro is strong, GBP is strong. Do you see what is happening right there?
Mm.
Do you see what is happening right there? That's CAD yen. Do we see that?
Yeah.
So if you have entered that trade, that okay, you bought, by now, either you have freaked out and you close the trade, and possibly you wouldn't have made anything, even if you made anything, or maybe what you make would just be like $1, $2, or it now depends on what lot size you trade. Now, while I'm waiting to do this, I'm deciding, okay, which pair I want to, which lot size I want to trade. And that is where my calculator also come handy. So if I'm using this, like this account is a prop firm account, I can afford to risk up to 5,000 on that account. So depends on how many pips I'm risking. So if I'm risking 40 pips, what would be my lot size that I'll be trading? That would be this. If I'm risking 1,000, so I end up risking 40 pips for my stop loss, this would be what I will be trading. So I also have this laid down. If I'm risking 4,000, let's say, okay, your account is $100,000 account. Remember, we are focusing on prop firm trading, and this account you want to risk 1,000. So, and your stop loss is at 40 pips. So it means what we'll be putting in will be 1.25. So I have all of this. I mean, at the back of my mind while waiting for the proper setup. Okay, you see what is going on there. So even though it's a bullish market, but then there's a fight going on there. And that is what we're talking about. Yeah?
So, sir, you say Euro GBP is a no-go one?
Euro GBP is not one of my favorites. I'm not saying it's a no-go, but it's not just one of my favorites. Because if you look at what is going on, Euro is strong, Euro is strong, USD is strong. So, and it doesn't move that much. It's always very, very, very slow. Is somebody saying what I'm saying right there?
Yes, sir.
So if you have entered long, by now, you will be trapped. So even though, yes, we know, okay, CAD is strong, JPY is strong, we have to wait for the right thing. And this Phoenix is telling us that, okay, we just need to wait. So right now, can I buy now?
So I think CAD JPY is very strong. It's really, really strong. So the retest or the pullbacks might be very, very negligible if you're on the buying side.
So we can just buy now.
Yeah, I think so, because you know, the red Phoenix has been transferring from history because of the strong bullish momentum of CAD JPY.
Yeah, if you are doing that, then it means you are trading higher time frame, not the smaller time frame. Because if I buy now, where will you put your stop loss?
If I will buy, I will put stop loss below the the blue pin bar, yeah, right there.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, there's no right, there's no wrong in doing it. I know there's for sure that it's a buy pair, but because of this big Phoenix, I will not be buying it right now. I will not be buying it. And you can see later, it might not be at this particular session, but to come back to review it later on. I will not be buying it because of this. In the time memorial, if you check very well, this is telling us that there's going to be a pullback. And I won't even be surprised if that happens to be the reversal that we're waiting for. Because if you go to daily on card yen, it is way overbought, actually. It is way overbought. So if you now, so because of that, you remember the Aussie JPY I showed you yesterday. If you are bought Aussie JPY at that time, you would have been trapped. So this is where we are on daily. So you don't want to be buying that piece. You see, the Phoenix is also on daily. It's telling you something. If you zoom out, the market has not been in that place for a very long time. So that says a lot. You on daily, you have higher high, higher low, higher high, even though it ranges in that place, but you still have higher high, higher low, ranges right there, higher high, higher low, higher high. Actually, we're expecting higher low before we continue on daily.
I know a signal provider on Instagram. Right. that got his account blown by a very famous FX trader. He got his account blown by Japanese yen cross. Yeah, because you know, it got to a point. It reached it always presents double tops. Like having double tops, it always presents double tops in all the. So this time around,
it sold.
It sold, and on a very high low side, it was very wrong. I mean, it was terrible. I mean, a lot of people followed, and the account was blown.
Wow.
The account was blown.
Yeah.
Terrible.
JPY, USD JPY generally has blown so many accounts.
And I'm not even looking at that pair. In all JPY crosses for now.
I mean, JPY. If you look at USD JPY. I mean, imagine. Look at this. That's a lot of pips.
Exactly. So you see that level there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one up there. Yeah, where your mouse, your cursor got to. Yeah.
Right there.
It got to that point, and everyone was shorting.
Man,
everyone was short.
And see what happened.
See what happened.
It still keep going.
It's very sharp, bullish movement. And at that point, it had a very strong bullish engulfing candle, very, very strong one. Even that place you put it also, it could break it.
Yeah.
It could break it. I mean,
so this is a very strong, very, very strong
JPY. A very dicey pair. It's a very dicey pair. All the JPY cross is very dicey.
So right now, if you are trading it, you have to be very, very, very careful. Like the way it is right now. You see, still keep going.
Actually shot there, sir, like over there.
Yeah.
No. The one where you had the last zone. Yes. I actually shot. I made some money, but I was thinking, I left it open. I was thinking it's going to go a little bit more downward. And it just came and retested because I was sleeping, and it came retested at the second zone below there. Yeah, over there and pushed up. Oh my God. Came out, I saw that I was already in a serious loss. I had to close because if it makes a new high, it means it's going up more.
Yeah.
So I just took my loss and Yeah, so since then I stay off of the market for JPY crosses is a no at all.
Yeah, it's crazy. The market is the same thing. USD, even Aussie card, the USD card, all those pairs these days is crazy.
I mean, if I had closed, if I had traded without stop loss at that point, oh my God, I would blow my account. But I just had to close because it's not no
So
longer.
you see what is going on in this place now. You see,
Yeah.
so it's not really an ideal situation that one is okay, you are buying. So right now it's like the market is sleeping. Many times, if I don't see opportunity within the first 1 hour, because it's the middle of the night for me, I don't really normally waste my time. I just go straight to bed. So then I was telling you guys about NASDAQ, that you have to be careful also with that. If you look at it very well, this is what we are having. So now, in a situation like this, what I normally do if I just to be on this thing, because I can see if I zoom out on NASDAQ, it itself is finding its way. So what I could do, I could put my buy stop here, or to be on the safer side, you see with that pink Phoenix, I'll let it be, or just do something like this for NASDAQ. I will do something like that. I will put my stop loss. Most of the time when I trade indices, I don't put stop loss. That's the problem. But if I have to, I put it like that. So I will leave it open. And if I'm putting take profit, my take profit, I'll go to my 1 hour and I'll be looking for, you see right there. And that is even that buy stop want to do is very dicey because of this also. So you'll be looking maybe like there. And that trade might not be during London. It might be when New York market is opening. So I can do something like that and leave it. That is if I just really want to. But I won't force it because it looks ranging. It looks ranging to me. So that's what I would do. But you can imagine that time if you have entered short. This is where we would have found ourselves. You can consider this. You can consider this inside bar right there as okay. You grow by buying it, but you also have to look at this bigger picture because this is Asian market. This is the high of Asian. This is the low. So the market might be trapped in it. But another thing that could tell me, okay, yeah, Emmanuel, you can stay long is because I have this red Phoenix here. I have green one here. So the red one might come later up. Does that make sense? So that also I can do. By the way, our card or the other pairs are still looking. So let's just say just for trade purpose, and then we'll take a look at it later on and see, okay, how did we go? Let me pull out this. So if I'm trading this, let's say I'm pulling this from NASDAQ. So it will be a buy stop for me at, just as I said, 127.15.17. Or to be on the safer side, you might want to possibly, because of this area, it doesn't really look too cool actually. It doesn't look too cool. But
so what's the moving average value?
Come again?
The moving average value, sir.
Yeah, right there is You see, hold on, let's see something. My system is freezing again. Chart. I want to change this to okay. So let's see this. I change to this. Oops, that's too much. Okay. Yeah. So this is 100. These are 50. This is 5. This is 10. So there's no clear thing for us. So don't let us just force anything there. For now, I'll forget about it. So we've spent over 1 hour now. There's no opportunity. I know it's a day like this that some people will look at the market and just enter something. But you can't just enter something, especially if you are going to be seated and be watching. Okay. So our card, it's like our card JPY is finding its way up. Now somebody will say, yeah, so Apostle, we should have bought. And in Forex, you don't do I should have. I could have.
Or would have.
Or I would have. You trade what you see. Trade what you see and not what you think. So also remember, we talk about 3 different types of breakouts. This could be a straight breakout. A straight breakout, it breaks out, it never look back, and it keep going. So many traders will miss that. Fake out, we break out and immediately reverses. If you know how to trade that, you go in opposite direction. But the one we're looking for is a breakout, retest, continuation. Anytime you are trading London breakouts, that's what your mind should be at. Breakout, retest. So you will want this breakout, we want it to come back and retest. And so in a situation like this, if you don't know what to do and you just, maybe you are running out of time, what you can also do is do a buy limit. I can do a buy limit. That is, I'm expecting this market to come back here. Then I'm buying there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Then I will put my stop loss to be on the safer side. I could put my stop loss down here. So it therefore means that I'm using this point to this point as my take profit, which will not be a bad idea.
You mean stop loss or what?
Stop loss will be here.
Okay.
And take profit will be up. That will also be a bad idea. I mean, it's something we can actually do because we've spent over 1 hour, but I will not be buying in that. I won't do a market order. Is somebody learning something, or you feel we are wasting our time?
Very clear, sir. Very clear.
So this is what you do.
Very, very interesting, sir. Very useful.
Yeah, this is what you do so that you don't just enter a trade and you say, and I did my analysis. No, this is what is called analysis, and this is the most tedious part of trading. This is the most tedious part of trading. So if you do it right, then you will be good. If you jump, I know a scalper. I mean, I know many scalpers would have entered, especially people that do. They will set like in this case now, they will put a buy stop. put stop loss here, then do set stop, put a stop loss there. Those people by now would have made some pips, but the day they will have their fingers burnt also, because market will open, come like this, and start finding its way. So you follow the rules. You follow the rules. Sometimes it might look boring, but you just follow the rules.
So a quick question, sir.
Yes.
So the currency meetup that you are using on FX Blue.
FX Blue.
Yeah, the one you always check on the website, FX Blue currency meetup.
Yeah.
You set it on midterm.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, that this is going to tell the trend of the market from a higher time frame, like 1 hour, 30 minutes, 4 hours?
This is the details is here. So this is the daily, this is the 4 hours, this is 30 minutes. So JPY, this is daily, this is 4 hours, this is 30 minutes. So both saying the same thing. Does that make sense?
Okay. So what we can do is we only have to wait for a pullback.
We know we want to buy, but we just want to know the right time to buy. You don't want to be caught up in in what is going on. Yeah. As I said, what I could do is I mean, even that Nasdaq is not looking. I know it's fighting it if you are taking a look at Nasdaq. So like this one here, CAD. I mean, if you look at CAD JPY also, with see, this is what we have with a Tradermatic. You don't want to be buying like this. It doesn't make sense. You don't want to be buying like this. Is on 1 hour. You don't want to be buying like this. Definitely what you are expecting is you are expecting a pullback. You are expecting a pullback. Then that pullback is where you want to enter, because we've had, if you zoom out, we've had this. You see, we need that pullback like this, something like this, and it might not come during this London session. Does this make sense to somebody?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So when the currency is very strong, like especially what is happening now, getting a pullback at 50 would be very rare.
Yeah, sometimes I change it to 20. Sometimes I change my moving average to 20, but like this I'm using 4. So I have 5, 10, 50, and 100. So okay. I'm working based on these two now.
That too, okay.
Hello, sir. Sorry, I want to ask question about this inside bar candles.
Yes,
I mean, inside bar shadings.
Formation.
Yeah, formation. Most times, it's always given, when you look at it, it will give you like a pending, the green box. And then later on, when you check, it now comes either the bullish or the bearish box. It would have turned to that. My question is, I have never seen where bullish box or bearish box just formed straight away like that. There are instances like that.
I don't get the question.
You know, it could be 3 ways.
Yeah.
It could be green, which is pending, which is either way. It could be blue, which is a bearish. Then it could be orange, which is a it could be blue, which is bullish.
The tomatoes one is bearish.
Yeah, which is bearish. Yes.
The blue one
what I'm
is
saying
bullish.
Is, I've not seen. Yeah, I've not seen where the blue and the orange form directly like that. Most times, what I see is I see the green. Then later on, it now turns to either of the two. Right. Maybe after the action. Most times, it's after the action. So my question is, maybe because I've not been able to study it more, more effectively. Okay. Does it comes with that either of the bearish or the bullish box straight away like that without having the green box?
Yeah, it could. It does. It does come. But what to just bear in mind is that all these things are not 100% automatic. But like when we see blue like this, we know that over 80% of the time is bullish. And when we see magenta like this, or is that tomatoes color, whatever, that is bearish. Anytime we now see green, it's either one. It can go up, it can go down. So, but then we also want to look at so many other factors before we jump at it. So like this one, if we traded it, you could have possibly made something, but like what I said, I don't do, I could have, I should have, because of what is going on. What is limiting us, what is hindering us, which I believe at the end of the day, we might not get that result at this session, but we'll come back to review it, is this Phoenix. And that is why I'm using Phoenix on my system, because Phoenix is more or less telling me that, okay, be careful. If let's assume I'm holding a long position now with Phoenix, I would have closed it. And if I'm entering, I don't want to be entering with this Phoenix showing me like this. It's like red light. This is like a red light that, okay, slow down. Yeah, if somebody have maybe put pending like this, yeah, maybe 10 pips, 12 pips, maybe it's okay. Depends on the lot size you are trading. That could be something, but then we just have to wait. So, I mean, it's all about concept. Once you understand the concept and you work based on it, it will put your mind at rest than trying to be chasing it. So what I'm waiting for is to see this actually come back to the test here. Then continue. We definitely know that CAD yen is a buy if it doesn't reverse, but we are waiting for the right opportunity to buy. So, and we're on 15 minutes now. So this is 2:53. So apparently this is not working. So what I'm going to do, I will change my time frame to 1 hour, and I could put a pending order and just go to sleep. And if it triggers, fine. If it doesn't trigger, then it's still good. It's good I don't have a trade than to have a losing trade. Does that make sense? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
It's good you don't have a trade than to have a losing trade. So you, let's see what is going on 1 hour again. Come back here. So these are 1 hour. So when the 1 hour box forms like this, so I'm just going to wait for 6 more minutes. So when that 1 hour forms, then I can put a pending order, put a stop loss, and then we'll call it, call it a day now, call it a morning. It's 2:54.
So someone said we should buy Euro CHF on the comment section.
Euro CHF, let's take a look. Euro is strong, CHF is weak. So let's see, where are you? Okay, so does this look like a buy? These are 1 hour. Oh, no, this 15 minutes. Does this look like a buy? How many of us will be buying this?
The guy is saying in the comment section that I am already making profit.
Yeah,
I
it
think
will
he
make
did,
profit because of what is happening here. That's a scalping.
Yeah.
That is scalping. You will make profit because, I mean, you have bullish there. Definitely you make profit because you are scalping it. But when a group like this, when we are trading, a group cannot be scalping. it means we'll be running back and forth. So we have to do something that will be of benefit to many people. So for some of you that are looking to short NASDAQ, I think it's a good time to now look into that. I will come back to Euro CHF, but let's see what is going on with NASDAQ. Yeah, sometimes markets is like this. Traders are sleeping, so you just okay. So we're still here, but if you go to 5 minutes, you see that?
Timber.
So that pin bar right there, I could short it for those that want to scalp. So if you scalp that, then the stop loss will come above there. Then I will still not be looking for too much pips, but then let's see what we can do. This is okay, so he's telling me, okay, boy, hold on. You see that? So you wait and see. All right. So with this pin bar, if it continues downward, which remember 5 minutes noise. So this is what makes people to lose trades. When you don't look at what is going on very well, so you wait and see if, because the way it's coming now, it can still come back down. But if this can do now, breaks this one, then I'll forget about that. But if this comes back down, so what I can do, this platform don't allow my trader to work. So I have to put in my stop loss.
They don't allow expert advisor?
Yeah, this is this particular profile. This is what's it called? What's it called? The funded trader. So they don't allow you at all. So like, yes, sir.
Sorry, I was going to ask a question. You mentioned the trader, and I just wanted you to explain that a little bit. I know it's an expert advisor, but is that something that you would recommend that we use, the trader expert advisor?
Yeah, I use it to monitor my trade. It's a trade this thing. So like, for instance, if I'm using this, I put in my, come on now. I put in my stop loss, which is stop loss here. Most of the time, if it's my personal account, I do 2%. So then you can just put in your lot size right there. So I know, like, let's say this one 0.4, since it's a NASDAQ, and I want my stop loss to be at 2%. So once I set that and I just do sell, I know it's a sell.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
so that's what I use that for. So like right now, the system is swapping.
So it doesn't automatically enter trades for you anyway. You can't use it for
no. It's a trade. It's just to monitor your trade.
Okay.
So like this one. Yes, it's just NASDAQ is jumping up and down. I wanted to enter that short also, but then with this, I know somebody will say, so which one will you now enter? that is where especially when you are trading on lower time frame, you wait for the right setup. Let's go back to our card yen. I need to do this, then I'll go back to sleep. Let's see. So Guardian, this is 1 hour. Come on. Okay. All by yourself. So it's past 9 in Ghana. Oh, come on now. It's showing 1 hour here. It's showing 5 minutes up there. When you have a lot of stuff going on, it makes your so this what I'm trying to you see your friend USDJPY is still very strong.
Strongly bullish. I think this chart is very clear, sir. This chart we are looking at is really clear.
This one, right?
Yes, sir. I mean, the time frame you were before this one.
Yeah, I use this for 4 hours for swing trading. So I just look at it every 4 hours to see what's going on in the market generally. So like this.
But that was a pullback actually at the blue.
Yeah, we've missed that. That was last.
That was a nice entry from there.
Mm-hmm. So this like what on a swing trading, this is what I look forward to, because you see that breakout, you see the congruence. I put my stop loss there, then I can do 1-to-1. So that's exactly what I'm looking forward in this, because he's still fighting it. I mean, it's going to reverse any moment from now, but then, so that's why you want to be very, very cautious. And I was telling you guys also about the NASDAQ 5 minutes, whatever that we want to do. If we had entered that 5 minutes and we enter short, see what happened right there. So this is what makes scalpers stop running up and down, jumping, losing trades. Somebody was saying something on the zero CHF. Where is that? I don't have it here. Okay. Come on now. Let me stop sharing first. Okay. It's like our 1 hour doesn't want to work. Okay. So this is 1 hour. So what I'm going to do, okay. So I'm going to put, I can do this. So I'm going to see how many pips is that. 1, 2, Come on now. Hold on a second. Let me bring it down a little bit. You know, there are some things some of you possibly have been thinking of. Like how many of you know how to do what I just did right now? Compress you see what I did? Bring your MT4 down. You click here, you hold down your mouse and you drag it. You guys understand that, right?
Yes, thank you, Apostle. I've been wondering how people do that for a long time. Thank you.
So, this is like 100 pips. That's a lot. So, 100 pips will get me. So, around 107,700. So 107,700, if I do that, so my take profit, 107,700. So CAD JPY, buy stop. What I want to do is buy at 106.658. Put my stop loss at 105.655. This is 1 hour. So we do a new order. Pending. It will be a buy stop. I'm going to, hold on a second, sorry. Let me write down those figures. I'm not looking back up front. Buy 106.658. Sell 105.655. Take profit 107.7. So new order. We're going to do this and we'll call it a day. We'll come back to revisit it. I'll keep you guys updated. And if you are doing this on a demo, you can do it with me. If you are doing this on a live account, please be very cautious of the lot size. Buy stop. I'm just going to, just for the purpose of this training, I'm just going to do 2 lot size on this. So this will be 106.658. 105.655. I can leave the take profit actually open and I can put it 107,700. Yeah. So if you put it by two place. So basically, if the trade goes well, we'll be looking into around 1,005. That's 100 pips actually. And if it goes against us, this is what I'm risking. 1,005. It's like it's more than the, let me see, what's this one? Yeah, so it's like 1-to-1. It's like 1-to-1. So because you see that Phoenix right there, very, very You have to be very careful of it. In fact, I can move this one a little bit up also. And if you want to play it safe, if you want to reduce your risk, you can move this stop loss, you can move it below. You can move it below this inside bar also. Do we understand? So I'm just going to leave this open, and we'll come back to revisit it, and we let you guys know. I think we should do this often.
Yes, sir. Very good.
We do this often. I will let you guys know how this goes. If the market peaks, if the trade ends in losing or winning. So we will do this for like 2-3 weeks. You know, we're using different systems, and I hope after that you guys will, as you promise, build your confidence and be able to start getting some results. So as we have discussed, you can see that trading is more of psychology. It's more of what is going on in the mind than what you are just saying. Because if you just jump, you know, if you just enter trade without planning, either have failed to plan, definitely plan to fail. As you can see, everything we are doing now is why it's also more difficult is because we are trying to place the trade on a lower time frame. If you are trying to place the trade on higher time frame, like a swing trading, is very easy because you don't do too much of a brainstorming. Once you see it, you see it. If you don't see it, you don't see it. But because it's a day trading, and we are trying to make sure that we enter at the right time. You are not scalping. If you are scalping, you can easily just, boom, 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 you enter, hey, boom, 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 you exit. Like the person trading Euro CHF, that person was definitely scalping because it's not, you don't have the right, proper market setup. If you are scalping, you can't be scalping and be teaching. You'll be jumping up and down, and people will not even focus on what you are doing. So like that's a Euro CHF. So like right now, I believe whoever paid that quickly, you know, sees the opportunity of seeing the Phoenix and riding it up. But there was no rules in that. That was scalping. Scalping, you just do it. But what we are trying to do is, okay, we're doing day trading, whereby you set the trade, you put your stop loss, and especially for some of us in UK, in US and in Canada, you place that trade and you go back to sleep. But if you see this as a job, I see scalping as a job because you have to sit, you have to, it involves a lot of, I mean, I do scalp sometimes when I have the time. But because of so many things I have going on, I try to reduce my scalping because I remember what happened last week to my wife. Imagine if I place a trade and I'm scalping and I receive a call, oh, I'm involved in a wreck. The last thing you even be thinking about at that time is it's the trade you place. We have a full-star home. I might place a trade. If I remember one Bible study, I was teaching Bible study when one of the kids was having issue. We have to rush out to ER. So because of the nature of what I do, I try to reduce my scalping. So that's why I do more of a swing trading. When it comes to my personal account, I do more of swing trading because it requires less energy. I can just take a look and say, okay, what is going on? I mean, I don't need a soothsayer to tell me. Like, for instance, look at, let's say, this is why I didn't place that trade. I told us, where is it? USD, no, what's that trade again? Aussie JPY. This is why I don't place that trade, even though I saw it. But then, what is going on is that you look here, if you zoom out, we are here, okay? Then over here. So if you are going to be putting any buy position, just the same situation we have right there, you have to be careful. You can see how the market is building up right there. So if there's going to be a breakout now, that breakout will be in this place. So this is on 4 hours. It's very easy to do. Very, very easy to do because you can see breakout right there. So right now, like this one, if we are trading it, I'll be looking forward to place a buy stop there. You see, put a buy stop there, easy. Put a stop loss here. And if I'm taking profits, I'll zoom out and see, is there any on your left? No, I go to higher time frame. Is there any on your left? Nope. Wow. I go to weekly. If I'm going to be taking profits, then my take profits maybe 97 points, because this one, let's see, which one is this one? This is 96.25. So if it breaks out, this is the next point I'm expecting. So that is what I will do if I'm doing this now on a, if I'm doing this on swing trading. This is, come on. So this will be, this is Aussie JPY. So this will be buy, stop. Remember, this is on 4 hours. Buy stop at 96.251. Stop loss at 94.831. And the take profit at, was that 97.283. So this is another boom like this, which we can actually do. This is AUD JPY. Buy, stop, 96.251. So stop. If you are trading on demo, you can put in the trade and keep us updated how it goes. 97, but this is on, remember, this is on higher time frame. This will be on higher time frame.
Sir, there is, but what about the inside bar right there? It's the green one. It's not.
Yeah,
the
that's
blue
what I'm considering. It's a green one, so it can go either way.
Either way, yeah.
Green one can go either way, and that's why I put it right there. And if you see, I put this. This was this was where we are right there. So we break out of this area. So I just move my entry to that place. Okay. You understand?
Yeah.
So this on daily. On daily also is still, so somebody might be looking at, is this forming a double top? Not really, because right now we have passed this, break out this. So that's why I'm trying to be very conscious of where I enter actually. And anytime you see a currency like JPY, anything can actually happen. So you have to be very careful. Like that experience our brother shared last time. Okay, guys. So I'm going to be calling it a morning. Let me see if I can catch 1 or 2 hours sleep. And we keep you guys updated on the pending order we enter here. And the one we just generated, if somebody wants to enter that. But remember, that is on 4 hours. That is not on lower time frame. So that will be on 4 hours. And you can see what is going on also over here. This look like a small bearish engulfing right there. Yeah. So you have to be very mindful of that. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sorry, sir. Let me just be clear. Do you just place the two pending orders on both ways? Because we are having a green box.
Yeah, we put in the two pending order because of what we have going on with their various the respective peers. Based on the analysis we did, that CAD is strong, JPY is weak. Aussie is stronger than JPY. So, and we see those two opportunities, even though the market is building up right now for the Aussie JPY. By the time it breaks out, so the goal is that we expect that we'll get our take profit. And the same thing also with the other ones. Does that answer your question, sir?
It answers, sir. But what I'm saying is, I just want was it the two ways? Do you pending order up and pending order down?
No,
is it
no,
two ways?
no, it's just one.
Up only. Okay,
just
that's
up,
fine.
just up one.
That's fine.
So like yeah, just up one.
Okay about that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So the Aussie JPY, is not market execution, is pending also. So that one also I'm doing buy stop. And I'll put it also as a 2 lot size. And I just do 96.251. $94.831, and the take profit is 97.28223. So that's that. So that's what we're looking at for both of them. And I will keep you guys posted as it goes.
Thank you very much, sir.
You are so welcome. So guys, have a beautiful, beautiful day.